Hey everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. Now, I hope you're coming to this video from my previous video, which is a walk around of this. This is a 2019 Volkswagen Atlas. This is Volkswagen's 3-row family SUV, and in this video we're going to take it for a ride. So I got the key right here. So we're going to put this thing through its paces, see what it's like as a driver's car. So let's start it up. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we're driving the Atlas. Now we've got an 8-speed automatic, we've got a V6, 3.8, 276 horsepower. Now we know that this is not going to drive like a Porsche Cayenne because it's a big family SUV, but we're just going to test it out a little bit. Just so far of what I've driven for a couple minutes, the steering is very light, which is good. I mean, it doesn't feel heavy and like lumbering, but yeah, this is a Volkswagen that's, like we said, it's built on the similar chassis as like the Golf. This is just a bigger body. And yeah, just talking with Joe here, the quality is good. There's nothing you're lacking. You know, the Telluride and the Palisade cost at least $10,000–$12,000 more. You know, for what? Just a little more edgier styling. All right, we're doing canyon carving in an Atlas.
Should not be looking at my phone.
Yeah, yeah, that holds on to the gear. This Chevy better not turn right up here. Yeah, the steering, I think it's way different than any other bigger SUV that I've driven. I mean, I drove the Palisade like 6 months ago, so it's not like it's fresh in my memory, but I think the steering was definitely a little heavier, which is not a bad thing, but I like the way that this steering feels. And it sort of drives smaller than you think it is, because this is a big car. So we're gonna redline the app now, but we're gonna see what 276 horsepower feels like in a big family SUV. The brake pedal feels nice too. Woo doggy! All right, here we go.
Oh, get it!
See that? Okay, that sounds decent. That was $6,000. And that seemed like you could do that with relative ease.
Definitely not fast, but
yeah,
it'll get you onto the highway without getting run over.
Absolutely. And if you're buying this car, you're not going to be, you know, it's not like a Jeep Trackhawk that's going to go like no big SUV should. But yeah, this is perfectly fine. And obviously, Joe and his wife are not buying this to be a canyon carver. You know, they got 2 kids, and you drive to the beach, and if you would fill this car even to 80% capacity, you'd have more than enough things you would ever need. Yeah, that's nice. I really do. This is probably some of the nicest steering feel that I felt in like an SUV. Like, just from a comparison of my wife's car, which is a totally different bracket and segment, the steering is way heavier, which is not a bad thing, and the car is wanting to keep me in my lane. Like, there's a little icon on the dash that has like the 3 roads. So let's see, if I just creep over a bit, okay, it goes yellow. It doesn't really jerk the wheel for you to get back in your lane, but the safety features are fine, you know. So yeah, this is nice. I keep saying that there's nothing I don't think this car is lacking. I mean, if you're somebody who wants a sunroof, that's fine. This car doesn't have it. Not a deal breaker. I get enough sun as it is.
I find myself not using mine.
No, I don't.
There's like a month out of the year where it's useful to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Otherwise, the sun is like beating on me.
I know. It's not. We don't live in the South where it's like it's hot as hell, but it does get hot. All right. That actually sounds pretty good. So yeah, as a family SUV, I think this is more than capable for everybody. All right, we're gonna do a little POV drive of the Atlas. We're gonna get on the highway here. And when I drove that Tesla a couple weeks ago, there was a Prius that I had to beat, but I'm good this time. Now there is like a little, like if I stomp on it, there's a little bit of a pause. Like, here we go. Like that sounds pretty good. Like, I haven't driven like a V6 in a while. I'm stuck in my 4-cylinder. But yeah, that's not bad. I'm not gonna say there's a lag because there's no turbo, but you just gotta wait a second, then it starts to go. Yeah, I haven't driven a car this big in a while either. Yeah, the suspension I think feels really nice, like and cushy. Just when I just went over that bump there, it soaked it up pretty nice. So WRX. Yeah, I really like this Atlas. I think like it's not lacking anything. There goes WRX. He's being a dick. What is he doing? So yeah, cruising on the highway in the Atlas, more than adequate. I think if you needed to pass somebody or if you wanted to be a dick like that WRX up there, you could.
Volkswagen Atlas. Be a dick if you want.
Yeah, hey, go for it. Yeah, we just were messing around with the screen a little bit. I didn't really touch on the screen itself too much in my other review, but it has pretty much all the stuff you would need. There's different settings. You know, it's got Apple CarPlay, which is nice. You do have to plug it in, which is, I guess, I don't know many cars that don't have to plug it in. There's not really like Bluetooth connectivity for Apple CarPlay. I'm sure some more expensive cars have that. But yeah, just cruising on the highway, more than adequate. Alright, so I put it in sport. Whoa, I held on to it. Oh, that was the first to second. Hold on, I need to switch my hands. That's kind of nice. It holds on to the gear a little bit. But yeah, like I said, if you have 8 gears to work with, I mean, you can be in any sweet spot whenever you want to. There's no paddles behind the steering wheel. You just have it on the stick. But yeah, it almost seems like it wants to go. Oh, that's nice. It's sporty enough if you wanted to use it. I mean, I don't think you'd want to use that for everyday driving. But it's nice to know that it's there. So yeah, as a family SUV, I think this is a very good option. If I ever get the chance to drive a Telluride, if my neighbor gets one, I will compare it to this and the Palisade. But yeah, this is more than adequate for a family that has 2 kids like the owners of this car. So I think this is a solid option as a family SUV. Alright, so this is going to wrap up my time with the 2019 Volkswagen Atlas. Now this car is impressive. It just feels a little different than the other cars. Like if I remember when I was driving the Palisade, the steering and the brakes and everything felt a little bit more heavier. I like the sort of crisp feeling of the steering. It's just a lot lighter, and I think the brake feel was nice. So if you're in the market for a 3-row SUV, I think this should definitely be in the running. There's so many good options in this class, like I said, with the Mazda and the Kia and the Palisade. I personally would stay away from the Subaru Ascent and the Honda Pilot, but that's for another day. But the value of this car is amazing too. I mean, the Telluride is not $12,000 to $15,000 better than this car. I haven't even driven it, but if the Telluride is like the Palisade, this is a bargain compared to those cars. We're not really missing anything but a sunroof, so who really cares? So definitely give this Atlas a look if you're in the market for a 3-row SUV. I think this is a solid car. Thank you to Joe and Amanda for letting me drive this car. So hope you like this video. Let me know what you think about it. Leave me a comment below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. You can see the cars that I drive before they get posted to YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. GemmyD on cars on Instagram. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.